Hello everyone out there in cyberspace on YouTube. How are you guys doing today? Thank you for sharing some of your time with me. People who watch my channel, you've already seen this. This is just a quick, so this whole video is not me about this. But for the people who haven't, the first time viewers, this is a DuckTales cartoon, 1989. You can watch or see that there in the back. Ask about Illuminati. Right there. I'll put this below so you can watch the rest of your clip or closely or more closely look at this yourself if you want to. But right there, I mean, there's proof of me. There's proof of him right there. But I want to play you. I found this George Carlin clip where he talks about the American dream. It's 3 minutes and 15 seconds long. I'm going to play it. A lot of you may have seen it because it's got like 3.5 million views. So I guess it's kind of an old video. I just came across it, but it explains the Illuminati and everything in 3 minutes. It's like the best rant ever about them. They exist. I know it's hard to believe. I know it sounds crazy. I know it sounds like a big conspiracy and it's all BS and blah, blah. It's not. Okay, I mean, that's my opinion. I mean, why else would that be there? And I'm going to play it real fast. And what and a part of his little rant, he talks about how they own everything. They own the politicians, all that stuff. And what he means by that, how they're all in their back pocket. As you can see, this is a campaign donation chart of all the money that's donated to all our candidates. We got George Bush, who's a Republican, Barack Obama, who's a Democrat, Mitt Romney, who's a Republican. But if you go look at their donators, George Bush, Republican, Morgan Stanley, Goldman Sachs, Citigroup. How about Barack Obama? Goldman Sachs, Citigroup, freaking JP Morgan. Let's go over to back to Republican again. Goldman Sachs, Bank of America, JP Morgan. All these guys get the exact same. They get the same donors every time. There was even a video posted with Lindsey Williams, an interview with him, where he talked about whenever he worked with these guys back in the 70s as their chaplain for a few years, how they laughed at him whenever he talked about, you know, oh, does it make it makes a difference if who's in office, a Republican or a Democrat? And they laughed at him and said, we give millions of dollars. As you can see, we give millions of dollars to all these candidates. So whoever wins, we get what we want because they're all funded by us. This is proof right here. I will post this below so you guys can see the more of it for yourself. I mean, they all donate to each candidate. You can't just flip-flop every 4 years. I'm Democrat this year. Now I'm Republican. Now I'm Democrat. You can't do that. I mean, I guess you could, but it's stupid. I mean, you're also gonna give millions of dollars, 6 figures. You're just gonna flip-flop and give all this money? No, because it's intentional. Because it's all part of their plan. Now let's listen to old George Carlin break it down. It's freaking amazing.
There's a reason for this. There's a reason education sucks, and it's the same reason that will never, ever, ever be fixed. It's never going to get any better. Don't look for it. Be happy with what you got. Because the owners of this country don't want that. I'm talking about the real owners now. The real owners, the big wealthy business interests that control things and make all the important decisions. Forget the politicians. The politicians are put there to give you the idea that you have freedom of choice. You don't. You have no choice. You have owners. They own you. They own everything. They own all the important land. They own and control the corporations. They've long since bought and paid for the Senate, the Congress, the state houses, the city halls. They got the judges in their back pockets. And they own all the big media companies, so they control just about all of the news and information you get to hear. They got you by the balls. They spend billions of dollars every year lobbying to get what they want. Well, we know what they want. They want more for themselves and less for everybody else. But I'll tell you what they don't want. They don't want a population of citizens capable of critical thinking. They don't want well-informed, well-educated people capable of critical thinking. They're not interested in that. That doesn't help them. That's against their interest. That's right. They don't want people who are smart enough to sit around the kitchen table and figure out how badly they're getting fucked by a system that threw them overboard 30 fucking years ago. They don't want that. You know what they want? They want obedient workers. Obedient workers. People who are just smart enough to run the machines and do the paperwork and just dumb enough to passively accept all these increasingly shittier jobs with the lower pay, the longer hours, the reduced benefits, the end of overtime, and the vanishing pension that disappears the minute you go to collect it. And now they're coming for your Social Security money. They want your fucking retirement.
Does that sound familiar to anybody?
So they can give it to their criminal friends on Wall Street. And you know something? They'll get it. They'll get it all from you sooner or later because they own this fucking place. It's a big club, and you ain't in it. You and I are not in the big club. By the the way, it's the same big club they used to beat you over the head with all day long, and they tell you what to believe all day long, beating you over the head in their media, telling you what to believe, what to think, and what to buy. The table is tilted, folks. The game is rigged, and nobody seems to notice. Nobody seems to care. Good, honest, hard-working people, white collar, blue collar, doesn't matter what color shirt you have on. Good, honest, hard-working people continue. These are people of modest means. Continue to elect these rich cocksuckers who don't give a fuck about them. They don't give a fuck about you. They don't give a fuck about you. They don't care about you at all. At all. At all. Yeah. You know? And nobody seems to notice, nobody seems to care. That's what the owners count on, the fact that Americans will probably remain willfully ignorant of the big red, white, and blue dick that's being jammed up their assholes every day. Because the owners of this country know the truth. It's called the American dream, because you have to be asleep to believe it.
That is sick. That's sick. I'm sorry, but that is sick. American dreams, you have to be asleep to believe it. I mean, you can't get a more consolidated rant. I mean, 3 minutes explains everything. And that reminds me, I forgot something I wanted to show you guys. Here is the Bilderberg guy, the CEO from Coca-Cola, who's part of the Bilderberg. Well, part of the Bilderberg is the Illuminati, the Freemasons, whatever you want to call them. They're all work together. They all have the same goal. Now, this is a guy trying to get answers about the Bilderbergs, a secret meeting, the secret society, the Skull and Bones. You know, he wants to know and this guy keeps running away. So you have to ask yourself, does this CEO of Coca-Cola, who is part of the Bilderbergs, not want to answer because he just doesn't have time to answer this kid and is like, oh, I'm not even going to pay attention to him, it's just a stupid question? Or does he not want to answer because he does not want to reveal the truth? I mean, it's up to you to decide. You just heard George Carlin, you just seen the proof in the DuckTales thing, you just saw the proof of all the money being donated to all these candidates from all these big banks that run everything. So you have to ask yourself, does this guy not want to talk because he just doesn't have time for it, or because he does not want to talk about it?
How you doing? I just have a very serious question.
No media right now.
I know. I just have one question.
No thanks.
It's very important.
We're not doing media right now.
Okay, please put your hand off me, sir. Mr. Kent, what did you do at the Bilderberg meeting? The secret of elite meeting that meets once a year. Do you know the Bilderberg meeting, sir? Just one simple question. What did you do there? Because you know the Bilderberg meeting? Once a year, secret elites meet. Once a year, you're a part of those secret elites, sir. We just want to know, what did you do at this secret of elite meeting, sir? You're the CEO of Coca-Cola, and we want to know what the CEO of Coca-Cola is doing at the Bilderberg meeting, sir. We just know what you're doing at the Bilderberg meeting. Why won't anybody answer what happens at the Bilderberg meeting, sir? I'm very polite. We just want answers, sir.
So, I mean, there you go. Coupled with everything I just showed you, with the stuff I just showed you beforehand. So is this, he just like, so we don't have time to do media right now? Is that the true answer, or they don't want to talk about it? I don't know. I'll let you decide. But from where I'm standing, it's impossible to say that. To me, it screams, yep, there is absolutely everything that George Carlin said is true. And I don't know how you could dispute it otherwise, but I know some people out there don't. Like I said, I'm not trying to convince anybody. You guys do come to the conclusion for yourself. So I'll post all this stuff below. Isn't it funny, these guys? It's so sad. If you could just get one of them, like a freaking senator, or some of them, one of them, I mean, just somebody that's a part of this, and just get them in a room, get like 50 people, 50 regular, like people like me and you, average Joes, get just like 50 of us, 20, I don't know how many, like a decent size, group of us, and just corner one of these guys and say, look, you can't leave this room, you can't email, you can't instant message, you can't Facebook, you can't tweet, you can't call, you can't leave until you start talking. You start talking and tell us what the hell is going on and what the hell this is all about, and you can't go anywhere, you can't call anybody, you can't say nothing but what is happening. You would see that guy's probably 56 years old, you would see grown men in the fetal position screaming, don't make me talk. Please, for the love of God, don't make me talk. I know that is so true. I know it's true. You just can't get these guys, you just can't corner them, and you just can't get them to talk because they never want to. So anyway, I'll put all this stuff below, like I said. Thank you guys for watching. Up to you. You tell me what you think. All right, Love you guys very much. Subscribers, thank you guys for all your support and all your encouragement. Can't help it. Got to say it every time. Love you guys. Bye.